they finished it.
No, but whenever I came in, like, and I was talking to you, one of the girls were like, "Can you shut the F up?" Like, under her breath.
Okay.
That was like, "Hey, can you please stop talking?"
Yeah.
I was like, "This is my class. It's literally about to start."
Yeah, it's like, you guys get out of here. Anyway, it's all good. We're being recorded, so it's all good.
Who's that kid? I don't know that kid.
Sebastian.
And you said my name. I was
I
like,
know you. You're popular. Okay, here we go. All right. This is the easiest chapter, chapter 9. However, there's one thing that you have to memorize, which no one's really had trouble memorizing ever, so it's not that big a deal. Basically, you have to memorize the metric system a little bit. Okay? So we're going to measure things. It's called length. That's not a big deal. We use the customary method, which is inches, feet, yards, miles, right? And then we're going to talk about the metric system a little bit. Okay, and what we want to do is convert from one thing to another. Okay, so there's going to be a little bit of a formula sheet on this thing. And so those types of things will be on the formula sheet. Except, I'm pretty sure that 12 inches is equal to 1 foot is not on the formula sheet. I'm thinking you got to know that one. You probably have to know that 3 feet is equal to 1 yard. And I think this is actually on the formula sheet. That 5,280 feet is 1 mile. Okay. So you convert by using a thing called dimensional analysis, which is really, really weird, okay? And just basically helps you change from feet to yards or whatever. So our first example is I'm going to change something from inches to feet. So if something is 78 inches, okay, that's the numerator, and we want to multiply that by 1. Okay, always multiply. You can multiply anything by 1. Okay, but I want to get rid of inches, so I need inches down here in the denominator, and I want to get what I'm going to end up with in the numerator. So 1 foot is equal to 12 inches. Piece of cake. Okay, so then inches would cancel each other out, and you're left with 78 feet over 12, which I would never do. I just use my calculator. 78 divided by 12 is
7.
What's 7 times 12? 84? So 7 1/3 feet. 7.3 repeating feet. Alright? You have a calculator in this course, so it doesn't even matter.
You're wrong. 6.5.
No, 7 times 12 is 84. God, I'm an idiot. That's embarrassing. Alright. Happens in life. Thank you for checking me and being nice. Okay. So now we're going to go 17,160 feet. And we want to get rid of the feet. And we want to go to miles. And 1 mile is 5,280 feet. So I'm guessing that's 3 miles. But now I have no confidence at all. That's wrong again. 3.25 miles. That's closer. I'm getting closer, I think. It's only off 0.25. Last time I was off 0.83. All right. I got up at 4 this morning.
Why?
I couldn't sleep. So maybe that's it.
I got up at 5:30 for workouts.
Good job.
I've been doing it all weekend.
That's good. All right. 3 inches to yards. This is a weird one. Who would measure something that big in yards? So it doesn't make sense, but we could do it. 3 inches. So I want 1 yard is 36 inches. I do know that that is 1/12 of a yard, which is 0.083 repeating yards. Did I get one right? 1 divided by 12. I got 1 correct. I don't know what the Pearson homework will ask you to do, but if you haven't started your Pearson homework, you need to start your Pearson homework. We have a test coming up soon.
Yes.
That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. All right. So that's English. That's what we do here because we are America. Us and about 2 other countries use this. That's about it. Everybody else went with the metric system. Back when I was in elementary school, they said, we have to learn the metric system so we could join the world. And guess what? We really didn't. Name some things that are measured in the metric system that we use in American life. There's a few things. What do you use in when? When you're what?
Like measuring, yeah, small distance.
Like,
Like when you're building something.
but when you're building in America, you're using inches.
Not if
Not if it's this small.
It's just small.
if you use like an inch and something.
Inch and 3/8.
I mean, I guess.
Centimeters are easier. Yes, they should do centimeters. You ready? Track and field. Track and field. 400 meters. The track is 400 meters. It used to be 440 yards. When I was in 7th grade, track was 440 yards one time around. Now it's 400 meters.
It's because it's just like a all around the world thing.
Yeah,
So it's just the same everywhere.
right.
It's easier for us to change it than them to change
2-liter Cokes. Big bottles of Cokes are in
They
liters.
have 3 liters and they look funky.
Yeah, they're huge. And gasoline engines are in liters. They're measured in, I don't know. Usually I have some kid who knows everything about engines and he can tell me. But you'll say my car is a 5.5 liter engine. I don't know what that means. Anyway, so there's just not much. We don't have much experience. So we have to learn this, got to memorize it. It's not difficult. Okay, so with the length, the main metric length is the meters. Meters, okay? Okay, so meter, right there in the middle. Okay. Hold on a second. All right, good. All right, so if I want something smaller than a meter, if I want something smaller than a meter, I'm going to go down and I'm going to say, oh, a decimeter. And if I want to go something even smaller, I'm going to say centimeter. Oh, that's one that we're somewhat familiar with. And if I want even smaller, to measure something even smaller, a millimeter. And we're somewhat know that. My right there, my pen, 10 millimeter pen. This is a 0.05, and I have 0.07s.
Mine's a 1.7.
7 is the kind of general one.
This one is a 1.4.
All right, but what if I want to go higher than a meter? A 1.4.
Yeah.
Wow. All right. All right. If I want to go higher, then the next one up is a decameter,
What's a decameter?
which you have never used in your life, probably, unless you did a lesson over this. The next one is hectometer.
Is
Either one, I'm pretty sure. Kilometer.
Isn't that like a mile and a half ish?
Kilometer is like 0.6 miles.
Oh, it's less.
Yeah.
We
Kilometer.
use-
Because a 10-kilometer race is 6.2
I
miles.
was gonna say that we use that for racing too, like a 5K.
A 5K is 3.1 miles. Yep. All right. So you have to know these, okay? And now there are some clues here that will help you. Ready? All the small ones have an I. Deci, centi, milli.
And the big ones have
And the big ones have not, an A and an O. So sometimes I get deci and deca messed up. So I just kind of slow my brain down. Deci is lower, deca is higher. Then the order of hecta and deca confuse me sometimes. But then I also know, ready? I'm just telling you how I memorize it. Memorize it any way you want to. But the deci and deca are right next to the unit. Okay? Whatever the main unit is. So both the deca and the deci are right there. And then kilometer I have no problem with. Centimeter I have no problem. Then I have a problem remembering hecto. But it's usually on the test somewhere. So if I forget it, I can go find it. Okay. So there we go. Here's what we just did. So a kilometer is 1,000 meters. You just multiply by 10, and that's what they like. It's multiplication and division by 10, which makes it simple. Where, you know, we divide by 12 and then by 3 and then by 5,280. Murica. All right.
Welcome to the complicated.
All right. There's an easy way to do this conversion. There's an easy way to do this conversion. Okay?
Oh,
And
yeah.
is if you'll write these down, then if you're going one way or the other, if you're going to the right, you're going to multiply by 10. If you're going to the left, you're going to divide by 10. So here we go. Ready? Watch out. Watch this. 8,000 meters to kilometers. Here I am at meters. Here I am at meters. And I'm going 1, 2, 2 kilometers. 3 times 2 kilometers. So I'm going to divide by 10, divide by 10, divide by 10. So 8,000, divide by 10, divide by 10, divide by 10 is 8 kilometers. Didn't you go to 7th grade math? 6th grade?
7th, 6th grade, I was first.
You
You did
but
this in science, you had to, but like
Oh, yeah.
meters and stuff, like
Okay.
conversion stuff.
next one. Oh wait, do you want to see the easy way to do it?
Then how did you pass it?
Girls, would you like the easy way to do this?
Sure.
Instead of dividing by 10, divide by 10, divide by 10, why don't you just
Literally just count over.
just move the decimal point? It's so much easier. So much easier. All right, so 53 meters to millimeters. How many times am I going to move the decimal point? 3. I'm at meters. I'm going to go to millimeters. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
.053? No, wait,
Up.
go the other way.
See the chart? Memorize the chart. So here's what I would say: memorize. This is not on the formula chart. And it's nice to put lots of questions on the test because you can get them right. Except for if you don't, then they're wrong. So that's good. Good. Okay, we're good. All right, and then we can go from English to the metric system, and that is where we have to use these tables that they're going to put. There's enough of them. I think I have them all that you'll need in the notes. If not, they're somewhere. Let me know. If you find a homework problem that you can't find the conversion thing, let me know. We'll I'll fix it or whatever. We'll do something. All right, so if you noticed, two of them are exact. The top two are exact, the bottom two are approximations. I don't know if that matters or not, but there is an exact inch to centimeters. So we're going to go feet to centimeters. Can we go feet to centimeters up here? We sure can, feet to centimeters. So 8 feet. We're going to multiply that by, we want to get rid of the feet. 1 foot is 30.48 centimeters. When I do that, the feet disappear, and you're left with 80 times 30.4, and everybody knows what 80 times 30.48 is.
2,132 ounces.
How about 200? You're going to have really a tough time in this. 243.84. Now, not so to help you on your Pearson work. Okay, read the little blue, because if they say round off, you got to round off. But on these that are exact, they're probably going to want all the way to 2 decimal places. Probably. $20 meters to yards. 20 meters. And it's 0.9 meters is 1 yard. Cancel out the meters, and we're left with 20 over 0.9, which is it 22.2 repeating? Once again, really? It's 22.2 repeating yards. I got one right. Got 2 right now. Okay, and then we go 30 meters to inches. How many inches are in a meter? We don't have it, do we?
Well, there's 3 feet and 1 meter.
So I'm going to use, what do we want to try to get to? Inches? 30 meters. What if I change 30 meters to centimeters? 30 meters to centimeters to start off with. So is it 300, 3,000, 3 million? All right, so think meters is in the middle, and then to the right is decimeters, and the next one is centimeters. So I'm going to go 30, bloom, bloom. So 3,000 centimeters. So I got 3,000 centimeters. And 1 inch is 2.54 centimeters. So it looks like I'm going to go 3,000 divided by 2.54. And I get 1181.1 inches. Approximately, I rounded. Okay, so this is the easy part of the course, but it counts just as much as all the other parts of the course, so that's it. All right, we're going to start